Ryan, for joining. Yes, po.
Sir, live na.
Yung admin, wala na naman. Supply na naman sila. Ayaw na pa nga
YouTube.
magagamit.
Doon niya sa kanya. Sa kanya yan. Sasakyan yan.
Dapat off niya muna yung ano,
Paki-off mo na yung
kanyang
kanya.
microphone.
Head.
Hindi pa naman siya magsasalita eh.
Sir,
Dalaw.
sir, pa-headset siya. Headset. Para hindi maanong hangin. Na ano yung hangin sa may sasakyan. Sa sagap. Ayan po sa may mic. Sa mic. Kausapin niya sa may mic. Yan.
Chat na lang nila.
Na lang. Ang ano na.
Ano ba yan?
Hindi. Wala.
Wala ano ka.
Ito. 3:30.
Ito? Ito nga, ito nga.
Dito.
Tama, 1:09. Ito, oras, minutes, tsaka segundo. March 30. Ito na muna.
Sunod na lang po siguro yung dalawa, si Director Lianyo and si Director Ballesteros. Nasa Baguio si Ballesteros. Natawagan mo ba? Nag-message po siya kanina na mag-online daw po. Both Director Ballesteros and Ma'am Lianyo. Text ko sila. Thank you.
Dear God, I commit this workday to you. May I perform its tasks with diligence, patience, and to the best of my ability. May I serve with integrity and speak with clarity. May I understand my role and purpose as I contribute worthily. Help me to handle each challenge with wisdom. Lord, please work in me and through with me today. Amen.
Task yan natin.
May itatas pa ba yung ano?
Doon. Ang sagot nito.
Can we give them 5 minutes? Give them a call now. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Director Rivera, 5 minutes na muna. We'll just try to get in touch with Directors Liano and Marge Balesteros.
Okay, Mr. Chair.
Review ba siya? Sa view.
Ito? Hindi. Ito view.
Yung mga may gallery. Gallery. Oh, gallery na pala siya.
Ang gagawin mo yun.
Pwede rin yan may gallery on top dito sa taas. Ano yung una? Ano yun? Ano? Ano na? Ano?
Ganun yan.
Ay, ano na? Oh, ano na? Close mo na. Oh, close mo na. Oh, ano na? Gagawin mo lang dyan. Pag sino yung magsasalita, ipin mo lang siya. Ayun ang lalabas doon. Tapos ito gigilid lang yan. Low. Oh. Pakilak mo pa rin. Ito. Hirap ko.
Miss Daisy, are you on board?
Yan. Oops. Oops. Ganyan.
Is that Miss Daisy? Yes. Thank you, Ma'am Daisy, for doing. Yeah, thank you for doing this for us. I mean, I owe you. Kasi I might not have enough persons for the back, so I needed you to be present. So thank you for accommodating my request. Ma'am, ba't lumipat ka dyan? Dito ka nakaupo kanina. Join ka dito. Kayo nga rin. Ha? Tools. Okay, may tools pa pala dito. Sige. Okay, we've had a prayer already earlier. So, back, may I request the back um, to inform us? Well, basically, this is a meeting called in order to open the bid of the project procurement of Southeast Asia primary learning metrics, or SEA-PLM test material. Sorry, DepEd is really full of abbreviations and letters and all. I have yet to familiarize myself with it. So for those who are here in the hall, I am Chris Arnupo. I am the back chair for back number 4. And within this back, we have 5 members. Unfortunately, some of them could not be on board. However, we're happy to have Attorney Pañero Christian Rivero, who's online. He's our Director 4. And at the same time, Vice Chair. We have Ms. Ballesteros, who we've been trying to get in touch. She's in Baguio. I believe she's also on her way back to Manila, but her alternate could not also join us because her alternate is currently attending to a family wake. We have Mama Rivic Liano, who we could not also get in touch. I hope she would be able to join us. However, she's well represented by her alternate, Miss Daisy. So Miss Daisy is also on board. And we have Miss Divina, who's next to me. Let's change first. Miss Divina is our provisional member. Ma'am Divina belongs to also under operations, BLS, YD, Youth Development. Okay. In this room, we have Director Benito. Director Benito is the program owner for this particular project. But under her, she has her division chief, and of course the PWG. And with us are the members of the back secretariat headed by the team leader, Mr. Lauro. So having said that, Mr. Back, do we have a quorum?
Yes, Mr. Chair. We already have a quorum, and we are joined by members, Director Christian Rivero and Monday Asuncion online, and physically your another provisional back member, Ma'am Divina. We have a quorum, and the back secretary is now ready to take the minutes of this proceeding, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. That being said, meeting is now called to order, and for the record, we have more than enough quorum for today, which is more than 50% plus one. We have 4 members. That being said, Mr. Secretariat, what is the business for the day?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For this proceeding, we will be having our bid opening for the project Procurement of Southeast Asia Primary Learning Metrics, or SEA-PLM test materials. This is a review.
That's the only agenda for today.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
May I add, and for other matters, to confirm the presence of PWG, who will undergo this project, and to ensure that they would guide us during the post-qualification stage. And likewise, to request ProChem and of course the procurement strand Undersecretary Chan and Assistant Secretary Omar Romero to make Mr. Lauro permanent TL for back number 4. We're sharing you with back number 3. So we're changing the configuration. It's back 3 who's sharing you with us rather than me sharing you with. I don't know the semantics, but technically you're permanent here. You're just being borrowed there. That's how I would like to put it. All right. So those are the 2 items for the other matters. And lastly, of course, the demand for all other bureaus for the issuance of an order for them to submit, particularly for Palarong Pambansa, if we are to bid or procure the items for Palarong Pambansa, whatever it is. That office should submit it already by now, and the other offices, including DMR's requirement for what do you call that? Assistive devices. I don't know what those devices are, but technically those are well within back number 4. And the reason I wanted that is that by the second quarter of this year, all of those are already bidded out. We are not going to bid anything anymore towards the end of the year. So if there are new assessments, Ma'am Benito, we would be happy to already tackle them as early as now. So that if there are any failures, failed bidding, any problems, we have ample time to lay down interventions and other things to get them procured through public bidding and competitive bidding primarily. That being said, are there any motion to approve the agenda for today?
Motion to approve.
I second the motion.
There's a motion by our Vice Chair and duly seconded by Ms. Divina. Are there any objections? Hearing none, the motion is hereby approved. Mr. Secretariat, you may now proceed for item number 1.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For this proceeding, Mr. Chair, we invited observers to our letter dated March 10, 2023. We have invited the Commission on Audit, NAMFREL, SEA Foundation Incorporated, Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and Government Watch or GWatch. Unfortunately, no one in attendance. Just a brief project information. The end user for this project is the Bureau of Education Assessment, Education Research Division or BEATRD. The source of fund for this project is the Continuing Fund of 2022 LASBE, which is valid until December 31, 2022. The bank, through its secretariat, posted the invitation to bid simultaneously on March 10, 2023 at PhilJobs, DepEd website, DepEd Facebook, and DepEd bulletin board. The bank conducted a private conference last March 17, 2023, and we issued a supplement or bid bulletin number 1 last March 23, 2023. The approved budget for this contract or the approved ABC has a total of 1,453,000 questionnaires. We started issuing the billing documents last March 10, 2023 at a cost of 1,500. But the billing documents may be downloaded in the following website, the https://notices.pdfs.gov.ph and at www.deped.gov.ph. The number of prospective bidders that purchased the billing documents is only one, that is as of March 30, 2023, at 12 p.m. We have Trimega Business International Incorporated. That's all, Mr.
Thank you. Are there any discussions or questions that you would like to proffer our members of the PAC Secretariat?
Mr. Chair, we would like also to recognize the presence of our prospective bidder, Mr. Chair.
We'll put it on record eventually. Are there any questions? Hearing none, may we request for the name and the appearance of the private representative of the supplier, whoever that person is. For the record, what's the name of the person?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The representative of our prospective bidder from Trimega is Mr. Salvador Bahay. And one observer from another company, Bloomberg Incorporated, is Brenda Caballos.
For our representative from the private sectors, both were covered with authority.
They are representing their company, Mr. Chair, and Trimega is the authorized representative of Trimega.
Authorized.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
We'll take it as such, but hopefully in the future we would require them to tell us technically the ID or sort that they are indeed but you're most welcome, especially for the observer. Any comments that you could, introduced or in a way that would help us improve transparency in the way we're doing this, those are very much welcome. Thank you. So, Mr. Secretariat, what's next?
Mr. Chair, we would like to recognize the presence of our back regular member. She's now online, Mr. Chair. Director Margarita Consolacion Ballesteros.
Thank you, Director March. I know the difficulty you are in and trying to connect online, but thank you very much for finding time. Thank you, both of you of Director Rivera was making time for. Both of you are making time for us today. Thank you. Sige. What's next, Mr.
We shall now proceed to the opening of bids, Mr. Chair.
All right, we shall now proceed with the opening of the technical envelope containing the eligibility and technical proposal of the bidders. The opening of the technical envelope will follow the order of submission of the bidders. There are 5 teams of technical working group present. We have 5.
Only orders.
We're expecting the 5th one, who's on his way, Mr. Percival. So in the event that he arrives, he is being recognized. But for now, we have 4 members. For the record, may I know who are the 4 members who are here? Just state your name and offices.
Good afternoon. Cheryl Antigarte of Hydrology. Office Bureau of Education Assessment, Education Research Division.
And this is Ridon from BLR, Technical Working Group.
All right, and we're just expecting the 5th one. However, having 4 members present in technical working group,
Wait pa.
Yeah, the documents for technical proposal. So there are no objections. We shall now open the envelopes of the 5, or in this case,
Wait.
how many bidders are there?
Only one, Mr. Chair.
On the loan bidder who submitted their
Ganyan yun.
proposal.
Stop.
Yeah, may you know for the record when did they buy the documents and when did they submit
Wait pa konti.
their proposal as well as
Yan,
their
okay na.
feasibility document?
Mr. Chair, our prospective bidder, Mega Business International Incorporated, bought the bidding documents last March 10. But we will check, Mr. Chair, but they have submitted their bids today, Mr. Chair.
Is that can that be confirmed by the representative of
Mega,
Yes.
Mr. Chair, March 17 pa po siya bumili ng bidding documents.
Take note of the timeline para sigurado tayo while we're in the provision.
Noted, Mr. Chair.
All right, sige. So hearing having none, Mr. Pak, you may now proceed.
Mr. Chair, the back through its secretariat received the bid of Mega Business International Incorporated on March 30, 2023 at 9:23 a.m. May we now hand it over to you, Mr. Chair.
This is based on put it on record that we are in receipt of a red envelope with the markings that says Tri Mega Business International Inc. 85 After Extension, Quezon City, with a public bidding of a procurement of Southeast Asia Primary Learning Metrics, or SEA-PLM, test materials for rebidding. This was addressed to the chairperson of the Backend Awards Committee, Committee number 4, Department of Education Central Office, DCD Conference Room, 3rd floor, Bonifacio Building, DepEd Complex, Maralco Avenue, Pasig City, which says do not open before 1 p.m. March 30, 2023. With it, of course, is a stamp that says that it's received back Secretariat Division, March 30, 2023 at 9:23 p.m., signed by Danilo E. Katage, Technical Assistant 2, Back Secretariat Division. Is Danilo here?
No, Mr. Chair.
How sure are you that this is Danilo received?
That's our member of our records division, Mr. Chair.
You can recognize the signature.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. And it's a sealed envelope and duly signed at the end of where the cover is. All right. You may now.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. You may now assign, Mr. Chair, the PW, Mr. Chair.
Before the PWG. Can you confirm now?
The document is ready for opening, completely sealed and follow the prescriptions.
Thank you. For our 3 members online, Ms. Daisy, Vice Chair Rivero, and Ma'am Baby, would you authorize us now to have this open?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Ma'am.
Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Ma'am Daisy and Ms. Marge.
Yes, Mr. Chair, please proceed.
Thank you very much. We're now asking the PWG to open the bid envelope. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. They will also assisted by our Secretary, Mr. Joshua Mercado.
Yes, please. And all of those who want to observe, you may go around the technical working. For the record, this is being recorded, both video and audio, right?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Sorry I may apologize for not informing you, Mr. Chair, that we are also live streaming via the website, Facebook account.
YouTube.
Thank you.
Facebook.
Mr. Chair. With us is the red envelope from Prime Mega Business International Incorporated. primary learning of SEA-PLM, test materials, permission to open the package, sir.
Permission granted.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
inside the package is two envelopes, technical proposal and financial proposal. Permission to handle the financial proposal to the bank secretariat and permission to open the technical proposal, sir.
Permission granted. For, before you open it, can you describe, I mean, yeah, which color is the technical proposal and which color is the financial proposal?
The technical proposal is in blue envelope and the financial proposal is in a green envelope, sir. The technical proposal says from Mega Business International Incorporated for procurement, bidding for the procurement of Southeast Asia primary learning test materials. Permission to open the technical proposal, sir.
Are there any objection from the panel? Hearing none, yes, ma'am. No objection from our three members online.
None. Chair.
Ms. Daisy? Ms. Marge?
There's none, Mr. Chair.
All right. Ms. Daisy, are you okay? Right, I think majority of the members, Ms. Daisy, lost connection. You may now proceed, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, inside the technical proposal envelope is three blue envelopes consisting of copy one, technical proposal and copy two technical proposal and the original technical proposal
Ano?
with US
Ako, tutulog
Mr.
ka.
Chair.
Bala ka,
Permission to
mamaya
handle
may
the
kotsa
copy
dyan.
one, copy two to the bank secretariat.
Diyan lang din, siya. Balik ka, mamaya may kotsa dyan, bala ka.
Permission to open the original technical proposal.
Ano,
sir.
nagbibigay, ano?
You may proceed since that came from the
Ano? Sige, bala.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Natulog. Yan kasi ni partner mo eh.
Mr. Chair, inside the original technical proposal envelope is a technical component envelope, technical documents, mission to preliminarily examine the documents, sir.
Proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, if I may please.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We would like also to recognize the presence of the last member of the technical working group, Mr. Percival Gonzalez. Mr. Chair.
Thank you for joining us, sir. So we now have 5 members of the technical working group. For the 5th member who just arrived, you concur with all the actions prior to your arrival? Yes, put it on record that he concur.
Noted, Mr.
Thank you.
Tama ka, di ba? Tama ka. Pero matulog yun.
Mr. Chair, I'm now holding a document, Philjeps registration from Trimedia Business International, issued on the 16th day of November 2022 and valid until November 26, 2023.
Original copy with the document stamp. It says a document stamp. Documentary stamp. Our QR code for it.
November 26, 2023. Next document, Mr. Chair, is the SEC registration. SEC registration number is 127131. Issued on May 29, 1985. Name of business is Trimedia Business International Inc. Next document, Mr. Chair, is the mayor's permit from Quezon City, signed by Maria Josefina G. Belmonte and Maria Margarita E. Santos. Valid until May 27, 2023. Next document, Mr. Chair, is the statement of or list of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started. Signed by Mr. Roberto M. Amorao, President. the next document is the SLCC. Amount is 42,513,780. Name of contract is the printing of SY 2018-2019 National Career Assessment Examination, test booklets, and non-classified materials, scannable answer sheets and certificates of ratings, processing of scannable answer sheets, individual test results and statistical data output requirements, and delivery and retrieval of NCAE test materials. Date of contract is August 8, 2018. Again, amount is 42,513,780 pesos. Amount. Next document, Mr. Chair, is the bid securing declaration form or bid securing declaration notarized by Attorney Nathaniel Baligot. Next document, Mr. Chair, is the conformity with the technical specifications.
Oh, lagi lang absent. Bagay. Wala kang ganun? Walang ganun? Paano nagagano? Bagay, okay lang. Ano, parang ikaw lang din mag-isa eh. Ha? Iwanan ka na lang.
Hindi naman siya, wala. Ganun din.
Next document is the conformity with the technical specifications. Again, signed by Mr. Roberto M. Amorao. In the said document, the bidder indicated comply in each of the sections of the technical specifications. And the document is signed by Roberto M. Amorao. The bidder also attached the copy of the bid bulletin. Next document, Mr. Chair, is the Omnibus Work Statement. Again, signed by Mr. Roberto M. Amorao. Again, the notary notarized by Mr. Attorney Natalilian Ian Natalilian Natalilian bubulol ako dito sa pangalan niya. Si Baligol.
Public notary program.
Next document, Mr. Chair, is the Secretary's Certificate. Again, signed by Mr. Roberto M. Amorao, President. Again, the same notary public. Submitted by Trimega is the audited financial statement for name of auditor is Mr. Edward Lam.
USB. Naku, wala pa ako ng USB. Ha? Kung may USB, ganun.
Again, the next document submitted is the audited FS. Name of auditor is Mr. Edward Dam, Certified Public Accountant, CPA registration number is 66063. Next document is the share is the tax clearance certificate, Triangle Business International. Taxpayers identification number is 000-395-595-000. Issued this 8th day of November 2022 and valid until November 8, 2023. Signed by Dr. Alice S.A. Gonzalez, CPA, Chief Collection Division, Bureau of Internal Revenue. Last document in the envelope is the net financial contracting capacity or NFCC. Total assets is 25,529,232 pesos. Current assets is 25,278,594 pesos. Total liabilities is 777,589 pesos. Current liabilities is 36,904. Total net worth is 24,751,643 pesos. Net working capital is 25,241,690,000 pesos. Total NFCC indicated in the document is 378,625,350 pesos. Mr. Chair, permission to check the submitted soft copy of the bidder.
Which particular soft copy are you talking about?
The copy or the scanned copy of the documents that we have submitted, the technical proposal, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Just for clarity, it's the technical proposal. We're not yet in the financial. We're just checking the technical. Yes, Mr. Chair. Thank you. You may proceed.
Sir, proceed. What is the first document?
Mr. Chair, the first next document is the certificate of Philjeps registration, Triangle Business International.
Okay, hold on. No. Right now, flashing this on the screen, their submission. Okay, next document is, sir, first
document is the Security and Exchange SEC registration.
Flashing now on the screen is the SEC registration submitted by the leader. Next document. Okay. The one. Thank you. Next document, please.
Next document is the mayor's permit.
Flashing now on your screen is the mayor's permit submitted. That's the one.
Next document is the list of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started.
That one.
Yes.
Okay, next document, please.
The next document submitted is the single largest contract statement of amount is 42,513,780 pesos.
Okay, hold on. We cannot locate the statement of single largest contract. Where are you? Open up folder. Sige mo sa nila yung contract. That is the contract. There's the statement. Open folder. Nasa taas. Yeah. Gusto mo tablet?
Yan. Share screen mo sa MS Team, hindi nila nakikita yan.
Ano ka sa folder? Basta sa folder. Okay, number one. No statement of single largest contract. Service.
I'm sorry, Mr. Lavo, can you repeat that?
May we, sir, invite the representative of China to locate in the USB that they submitted the statement of single largest contract.
Representative, will you help locate which of those? Were you able to open each one? Might be that, it is attached to another or so.
Okay, Mr. Chair, we will. Okay, ano muna tayo? Pass muna dun sa statement na yun. Itapusin na muna natin siya para magbuksan na lahat. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Next document, please.
Next document is the bid security clearance.
On your screen is the BSD. Step the one. Next document, Mr. Chair.
Conformity with the technical specifications. Yes, signed by Mr. Roberto A. Mamorao.
Confirm. Next document, please.
Next document is the copy of the Bulletin number 1.
With policy. The average design. Confirm. Next document, please.
Omnibus One statement, signed by, again, by Mr. Roberto M. Amuro.
Okay, confirm. Next document, please.
Next document is the Secretary's certificate, again, signed by Mr. Roberto M. Amuro.
Confirm. Next document, please.
Next document is the audited FS for calendar year ending December 21, December 31, 2021.
Okay, so one. Okay, confirm. Next document, please.
Next document is the tax clearance certificate.
Okay, so one.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Next document, please.
Last document is the NFCC,
NFCC computation signed
signed by Mr. Roberto M. Amaro.
confirm. Next document, please.
That's all, Mr. Chair.
Okay, I think we already all opened the files. I'll find the statement of single largest contract. Can you open the folder of single largest completed contract? All the attachments are there, Mr. Chair, but the statement, attachment of the statement, Mr. Chair. The contract itself, yung NCA na pabukas, kay Mr. Chair. The certificate of acceptance, and sa folder.
Mr. Chair, permission to open copy number 1 and copy number 2 of the eligibility and technical document of the bidder.
What are we trying to do? What? SLCC? Yes, that's it. Okay. Okay. So proceed. Contract yan yung we're not asking based on our UR or requesting for a statement, or are we just asking for a copy? Yes, sir. I think the contract only in flash and in your documents. It says here in the reading documents that item number 2. Item number 2 says that the bidder, prospective, okay, thank you. Prospective bidder, paragraph number 2 of the item number 2, prospective bidder should have completed within a period of 5 years immediately preceding the deadline for submission of bids, single largest completed contract, similar to the contract to be bid, the value of which adjusted if necessary, the bidder to current prices using the Philippine Statistics Authority's supervised index, must be at least 25% of the EPC of the lot before, or at least 2 similar contracts, and the total aggregate contract amount should be equivalent to at least 25% of the EPC of the lot before. And the largest of these similar contracts must be equivalent to at least 12.5% of the EPC to be bid. So the contract is there, and I think we're good. The contract is sufficient with the amount reversing. May I inquire from the figure here, is that correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair. The amount for submitted is 42,513,780 pesos.
What is the bid price for this for the ATC for this project?
The ADC is only 1.4 million, Mr.
So
Chair.
that is more than sufficient. So you don't need to check the SLTC because this is not more than. You don't need a statement, you just need the contract.
Yes.
Am I right? Yes. May I inquire from the members who are here, ma'am, are you amenable to that?
Yes, sir.
All right. For members, Ballesteros and Ma'am Daisy as well as Vice Chair.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, Ms. Ballesteros.
Please proceed, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Ms. Daisy.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Just for the record, the reason why we're checking is because the ATC for this project is only 1.4 million, but the contract that is submitted, which means they have undergone a contract, the amount of 42 million pesos. So you don't have to see the statement, you just have to see a copy of the contract. Thank you very much. So we may now proceed. There's a concurrence for the PWG to proceed with the request of opening the envelopes.
Mr. Chair, since we have confirmed that there's no need for the bidder to submit the statement of one single largest contract, we may now proceed to open the financial document. Mr. Chair, the technical document submitted by Mega Business International Inc. is complete, subject to detailed evaluation and post-qualification section.
Complete as to the requirements based on our QR.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Is this complete by the four other members?
Yes. Yes, Mr.
Confirm. So your recommendation is that we proceed to open the green envelope, which contains the financial.
Financial proposal.
Yes, Mr. Lau.
Mr. Chair, may we know the bid security submitted by the bidder? Mr. Chair.
During the hearing.
So for the record, Mr. Chair, that we will put on the abstract of this, the bid security submitted by the bidder is in the form of bid security declaration. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much. So we request the PWG to open the green envelope, which was described earlier by a member of the PWG, containing the financial proposal of the bidder. Please describe that it is sealed, signed, and all the technical description that you give us to the envelope.
Again, Mr. Chair, I am now holding the financial proposal from Prime Mega Business International Inc. Public bidding procurement of Southeast Asia primary learning metrics test materials ready. The envelope is addressed to the chairperson. It's in awards committee number 4 of the Department of Education Central Office. The envelope is sealed and bears the signature of the chair.
Thank you. You may now proceed.
Mr. Chair, inside the green envelope are 3 green envelopes again, all addressed to the chairperson of the Bids and Awards Committee. Labeled as original financial proposal, copy 1 of the financial proposal, and copy number 2 of the financial proposal, and also a permission to open the original financial proposal, Mr. Chair. inside the original financial proposal is the table of contents, uh, stating that the contents of the envelope are the following documents: financial bid form and the price schedule. And also attached is the copy of bid bulletin number 1. Permission to examine the documents, Mr. Chair.
The leader that we describe what they're doing. So for the record, they know exactly.
Mr. Chair, we are now examining the documents submitted, the financial proposal of the bidder and affixing our signature, Mr. Chair, in the document.
Which part of the document?
The financial bid form and the price schedule, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Authority to or permission to read the financial proposal by Mega Business International. The amount is 448,000 pesos 500 pesos.
Can you read that clearly for the
Again, Mr. Chair, 1,448,300 pesos.
Numbers are 1448,300.
does it correspond to the words as well?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay. The bid proposal is 1,448,300
448,300.
For the record. Yes, Mr. Secretary.
Please, can you now check the e-copy submitted for the price proposal? Flashing now on your screen is the folder for financial proposal. We open now first the bid form. So first we confirm that is the one that we have submitted.
Yes, Mr. Chair. The document I'm holding is signed by Mr. Roberto M. Amor.
Confirm. Next document is the price schedule.
Again, Mr. Chair, the document I'm holding, the price schedule, is signed by Mr. Roberto M. Amor.
That's the one.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Aside from the price schedule, can you go back to the others, to the other just put certain figures stated there. In words and in numbers are one and the same with the document that you're handling. As to the bid proposal, Secretary,
Again, Mr.
can
Chair,
you flash the bid proposal? So that can you validate by looking at the board and the paper?
yes, Mr. The document I'm holding, Mr. Chair, indicates the bid of Trinidad Business International in words is 1,448,300 pesos, and in number or in numeric is 1,000,000 is 1448300.
All right. Secretary?
Mr. Chair, can we go back to the price schedule? May we know why there is 19 booklets when we are only bidding for 10? Can we confirm that to the administration?
Secretary, may I be clarified? Based on your TOR, you're only requesting for 10 booklets.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
However, the proponent is proposing 90,
Yes.
which is more than what we are requiring. May I confirm from the TWG, as long as it's not 9, it's higher than 9, definitely. So, yes, TWG.
Mr. Chair, originally in the first bidding, the specifications indicate that we, the end user, the Education Research division is procuring 19 types of test booklet for cognitive booklet, and for the another 4 types of test booklet for the contextual questionnaire. However, it bulletin after the field bidding for the first bidding, a bid bulletin number 1 was issued, revising the technical specifications, requiring 10 types of cognitive test booklet, but the quantity is 400 instead of 200. 360, which the total for the 19 types of test booklet and the 10 types of test booklet is the same.
Secretary.
So, Mr. Chair, sa first meeting nito is 19 booklets. Pero nung mandatory meeting na ginawa sa naging 10 booklets na lang.
Yes, Mr. Chair, but the quantity was also changed from 200 to 360 per type of test booklet. The total of the 19 test booklets, 200 each per copy is 3,600. And the total for this, the revised technical specifications with 10 test booklets, 360 each per type of test booklets is also 360 Mr. 3,600 Mr. Chair.
Okay, Mr. Chair, okay na po, for back deliberation na lang after this. Okay, Mr. Chair.
What is the rule as regard this particular. This is your technical spec is very specific as to 10, right?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So there's no room for you to expand it to 19.
Yes,
Is there anything in the technical in your TR that says if the end user, in this case, EA, would require additional text movement in the process, that the supplier may provide those additional movements, provided that the quantity. There's no provision in your TOR. There's none. Can I confirm that?
Mr. Chair, may we request for a 2 to 5 minutes suspension.
Kindly review and check with your requirements because as long as it's not 9, it's 10. But in this case, they're proposing 19 at a price range of 1.4 billion. And the quantity is the same. The original proposal of the bill in the past will not be able to serve, which means if they do 10, they meet your quantity. If they do 19, they still meet your quantity and desired numbers. But the problem is the unity of UR is not allowed. So for the Secretariat, I'll give you 5 minutes to review.
Mr. Chair, can we suspend first the opening and let the leaders stay outside first before we deliberate, Mr. Chair?
All right, thank you. Is there a motion to suspend?
Yeah, I hope the suspension of the session for 5 minutes.
Okay. Suspension granted, yes.
We request the leaders to stay outside. Thank you. Yes, Mr. Chair.
Will the 19 happen?
Mr. Chair, so proceed right here. Correct me if I'm wrong. The form that they have used is the old form, as well as the old quantity, right?
Right. I think the bidder inadvertently or yeah.
And as we can see that Mr. Chair, this is not actually this presentation, but
Error on the part of the
mali ang ginamit ng form, mali yung kanyang price scale, so that is the ground for disqualification. Otherwise, if we will correct it, lalagay natin yung tunay na quantity at yung presyo niya hanggang 10 lang. So, it yung price niya.
That's the reason I'm asking. Whether if I do 19, do I get the same quantity, which is about 1,000?
No.
So primarily it's the first, not the second. Kasi yung first mo, 19. Yung second mo, 10. Ang bago space mo, so hindi siya considered as
Second. First talaga to.
So yun na po, Mr. Chair. This is a draft for disqualification since mali yung kanyang offer. Iba yung kanyang offer. They are offering for 200 booklets for 40, and we are asking for 360. We are only asking for 10 booklets, and they are offering 20 booklets. Totally different from all what we are requiring now, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, that's my question. So, with 19, would I get me wrong? That's what I'm asking. Is there a room in your TOR, the one that you approved, it's a bit where you could change the range or the numbers according to the book, because it said none. Definitely, you have to stick with the thing because that's printed in your TOR. Diba? Not di siya ground for any MR, no?
They are entitled to.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's really different from what we're asking. So any MR. It's not us, it's gonna be the TWG who will recommend. They're the ones reviewing. So based on our TOR and based on what we've seen, you'll have to tell us whether to disqualify or to grant. If you tell us to grant, but based on our review, eventually we'll still disqualify. Kasi 10 ang minimum at 360 per booklet. Not 200.
We asked the decision of the technical working position.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, can we confer for 5?
Okay. Pwede naman tayo. Do we still have our friends online? Nandiyan pa rin yung tatlo? Friends online, are you following? There's a discussion here. Based on our TOR, the TOR is we're requiring 10 cognitive booklets. However, they submitted 19. As to the quantity, there's a difference for each booklet. For the 10, the quantity is 360 booklets. per committee booklet. Sorry, 360 pesos for every committee booklet. For the 19, it's only 200. So there's a stark difference between 200 and 360. So the discussion is, do we disqualify or do we grant? Now, of course, that would be a recommendation coming from the TWG. But to address the three other members online, Ma'am Daisy, Ma'am Marge, and Sir Chris, those are the considerations. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, am I correct when you mentioned that the recommendation of the TWG is to what? Exactly.
They have not recommended yet, but they're now discussing whether to disqualify or to grant. However, the issue here is whether we accept the proposal, even if it is really different from our TOR. Our TOR requires 10 committee booklets. They're proposing for 19. However, as to the quantity of each committee booklets, under the 10 committee booklets, based on our current TOR, for every committee booklet, we are expecting a quantity of 360 per committee booklets. In their proposal, it's 19 committee booklets with a quantity of only 200 per committee booklet. So, however, that was in the first failed bidding. They used the price scheduling based on the first failed bidding, and they have not corrected it under the current bidding that we're now addressing.
Mr. Can we also consider that, I mean, maybe the PWG may also, at least consult, what is critical here is also the end user. Considering that this is I think this is the repeating, and if there will be at least not so sure, I think we're pressed for time. So the assumption is if we're going to disqualify the current bidder, then there may no longer be enough time to proceed with the bidding, or at least to make this bidding successful. At least that is my impression.
Unfortunately, the issue corresponds to the technical specification, which is in this case the quantity and, and the number of lots. No, if it has been another, let's say a single form or a single document that is missing, then perhaps. But this now is focused on the technical specifications. So unfortunately, there's no range. That's why I'm asking: is there any sentence provision in the TOR that says subject to the requirements of the end user, which is in this case DEA, which means you will have to print a booklet, but this is the numbers that we're requiring. Based on a review, we've changed the specification based on our needs of the assessment. If that is included, then we will have a room to entertain any the MR or so. But if none, then we will have to stick with the technical specification as provided under the TOR.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Sir Christian.
This discrepancy is purely on the part of the bidder, not on our end, or in terms of changing the specs.
May I inquire from the Secretariat? Based on our technical specs, is it really clear that it's 10? And as to the number items, and as to the quantities of 360 per item?
Yes, Mr. Chair, it is clearly indicated in our bidding documents that the correct number of quantities and the correct what do you call that? Number of booklets, Mr. Chair. It is indicated in the invitation to bid as well as in the section 7 of the bidding documents, which is the technical specification on page 38.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair. I have a sense now of what happened.
No exception whatsoever in the TOR? Mr. Secretariat, you find no exception?
No, sir.
Not even the rules, right? Because that's TOR. I mean, that's really your technical specs.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we cannot compromise the grant. So maybe hear from the PWG.
Mr. Chair, on behalf of the technical working group, if I may, in the statement of compliance on the document submitted by the bidder, they stated in the technical specifications that statement of compliance. We have read or understood the requirements, scope of service, terms of reference, and conditions stipulated herein, and shall therefore comply to the conditions set forth in the contract with respect to Section 6 Schedule of Requirements. Mr. Chair, signed by Mr. Roberto A. Pacorao.
Yeah, but that's a general statement. Is that a statement proffered by them, or is it a requirement that they are supposed to issue and sign?
It is a document they prepared, and in this document, they stated that they will print types of text booklets with 363 copies each per cognitive booklet, Mr. Chair.
May I see that? What is the rule with regard to submitted schedule, price schedule, vis-a-vis a declaration or statement of compliance? In the statement of compliance, it says, let me read, item A, list, description of goods, services, the delivery schedule expressed below stipulates the date of delivery to the project site, description, that it says here in the matrix, description, quantities, delivery date, delivery site. Cognitive booklet for grade 5 students, cognitive booklet number 1, quantity is 360, delivery date is April 27, 2023. And it follows booklet 2, booklet 3, booklet 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, and all of which have the same quantity of 300, quantities of 360 copies. Contextual questionnaire, school questionnaires 45, teacher questionnaires 225, parent questionnaire 3,600, and student questionnaire 3,600. Now the question that I wanted to ask, since they have a statement of compliance in the compliance states in accordance to our TOR technical specification, will this matter vis-a-vis the price schedule that they've submitted, which is 19 booklets at 200 quantity per item? Yes, Secretary.
I think no, Mr. Chair, because the procedure that we have is a two-level system. First, you submit your technical proposal where you comply all the necessary requirements or documents and the compliance with our technical specification. But the thing is the next procedure, since you already passed the checking of your technical proposal, but the next procedure is to open your financial proposal. So by yes, it's
all right. Yes. Okay.
You may pass the technical proposal, but unfortunately, or sadly to say na mali talaga yung offer mo, mali yung quantity na ginamit mo. It depends to the price na. Kung baga, nasa end na tayo, nasa presyo na tayo, nasa final bid na tayo oo, sige, yung 10 nga yung apirma nila, pero dito, mali ka.
No, you just wanted to clarify that has an effect because the first technique for the technical proposal or technical documents, they're good, compliant. But on your financial proposal, I agree with you. If that particular document is distinct and separate from the first, then that's not you did not comply.
Actually, Mr. Chair, that is we
with regards to their financial needs, I am non-compliant with
Kasi nagbigay sila
the number of quantities in the financial
Saan? Yung 5 minutes, right? Nakalabas lang yung logo.
logo lang.
are
Bali yung pag-usapan nila.
Wala. Ito yung nilabas ko.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Sir, dun sa report kasi, may nakalagay dito, having examined the building leading documents, including the supplemental or bid bulletin number 1. So, ibig sabihin, sir, kung nabasa niya, na-examine yung bulletin number 1, dapat yung quantity dito sa price schedule niya at yung number of quantity movement na dapat na i-print ay nakalagay dito.
Which is according to our technical specification.
Yes, sir.
10 and 1060 per item.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, we're just discussing it para hindi naman tayo masabihan with it na. Yes, sir. Please, whoever.
Mr. Chair, with all due respect to what has been said, I think that it has no intention to deviate from the technical specification.
No, but we cannot tell that. We're just PWG. We're not speaking for the company.
Yes, sir. I'm. However, this is just a statement on behalf of the end user and for the project group. Patuloy lang po sa
Yeah, I can commensurate with you. However, I mean, I cannot think what the supplier is thinking. Why in the world did you not submit the corrected schedule of a price schedule for this project? I agree with the Secretariat that indeed the technical and the financial documents are two and distinct. So if you comply the first, it doesn't mean that you're compliant with the first and the statement is there in the first. It is compliant to the second because the second is separate and distinct. Condition now. Okay. Anything else before we proceed? Now, the next question that we have to ask is whether if this fails, would we consider it as a second failed bidding? Because if it is, then it's easier for you. You just have to negotiate. Unless there's a directive that we don't entertain negotiation. Yes. Yes, anybody from the friends who are there? Si Ma'am Daisy or si Ma'am Mars or si attorney. Attorney! Ano si attorney? Ano pa ba?
Ito muna.
first posting mo already. Una pa rin yung pag-post natin ng review. Eh, yun na yung tamang quantity sa ano. There's nothing, walang pinalaman sa dito. May bulletin na pinapasok. Yes, sir. Take na yung message.
Okay, sige. Thank you very much. May we now resume our discussion as to the results of the review and of course the perusal of the second envelope, which is the financial proposal coming from the prospective bidder for this project. May I call the TWG to state their findings?
Again, good afternoon, Mr. Chair, and to all the members. After conferring with all the members of the technical working group, we are recommending to disqualify the bidder based on the non-compliance to the quantity and in the price schedule. However, we are appealing to the box and the box secretary to please facilitate the conduct of the negotiated procurement.
For the record, the ground for the disqualification or the non-compliance is
Non-compliance to the price schedule, Mr. Chair.
price schedule, which do not correspond to the which do not correspond to
The number of test booklets indicated in the bid box, which is 10 types of cognitive booklet. The bidder indicated 19 types of cognitive test booklets, and the quantity offered by the bidder is 200 per type of cognitive test booklet. However, on the bidding documents, each cognitive test booklet is 360 copies.
All right, thank you. That being said, may I know from the members, the pleasure of the members, Ms. Divina, do we accept the recommendation?
Yes, I do, though I'm a bit worried about the scheduling that the technical working group is presenting. So I think they need to have it in May, and I'm not sure if that will really be facilitated with the processes that we will be undertaking after today. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, duly noted, Ma'am Divina. May I ask Attorney Christian? Attorney Christian? Yan po ba sa Attorney Christian? Can you message him? Baka hindi na makita. Miss Daisy? Hi, sir. Sir, you heard what the position?
Nakamute ka, sir.
Sir, you're on mute. Sorry. No audio, sir. While Attorney Christian is trying to, the Vice Chair is trying to reconnect, may I ask Miss Daisy or Ma'am March? Miss Daisy?
Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
sir, sorry po, sorry po, yung audio ko.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the recommendation of the TWG is to disqualify on the basis that the price schedule of offered by the bidder, prospective bidder, did not correspond to the technical specs based on the bid documents. Are you accepting that recommendation?
Yes, sir, I am looking for the recommendation of the DepEd.
Thank you. Ma'am Marge?
Yes, I go with the findings of the TWG for its disqualification.
Thank you. And Attorney Rivero, sorry. Attorney Christian Rivero.
Mr. Chair, if I may please,
Yes.
message po siya, medyo may problema po sa audio niya. It says here, I support the recommendation of the
All right. Having heard the position of all members, let us put it in formal motion. May I now solicit the motion accepting the recommendation, which is in this case non-compliance on the second envelope, particularly the price bulletin submitted, and to state clearly the ground based on law and based on the actual submission submitted by the bidder. And the pleasure of based on the recommendation, whether we proceed with a negotiated bid, subject of course to the guidance provided by the procurement strand, namely the Undersecretary for Procurement and the Assistant Secretary for Procurement.
I move for the acceptance of the recommendation of the TWG.
There's a motion to accept. Any second? Roll. Roll. Now roll. There's a second by is it Ma'am Daisy or Ma'am Marge? Ma'am Daisy, no? Second by Ma'am Daisy. Are there any objection? Hearing no objection, motion is hereby approved. Second is to authorize, second is to pass a resolution recommending the next step for this. So this is the motion.
I move for the recommendation of the Black Secretariat to the negotiation of the assisted by the procurement office. Thank you.
There's a motion from member Divina that we take the position of a negotiated bid, considering based on the recommendation of the Back Secretary, this is the second failed bidding, subject of course to the requirement of the chair that a legal document be issued, an opinion coming from the procurement strand that indeed it is a second, that such is second failed bidding, so that we could immediately commence with the negotiated bid. And the Bank Secretariat is also directed to immediately process the resolution so that we could be guided accordingly by the hope. And in this case, the hope is the curriculum and teaching strand. Right? So there's a motion. Any second?
Second the motion.
There's a second motion by Ma'am Daisy. Are there any objection? They're all muted. Hearing none, the motion is hereby approved. So any other matters?
Maybe we can ask the
Either representative.
Disqualify po kayo mag-ask the Secretary if you will file the motion for consideration. Can you po, sir? Sorry, if they can that you will signify your intention to file a motion for consideration, you will seal your bid and we will keep it to us. But if you will not going to file a motion, we will return to you your bid as a disqualification. So, as a permission of the chair, please.
Yes, sir. You have 2 minutes to call your company and then to inform us. Thank you. While waiting for that, maybe go to the second item on the agenda, Mr. Tauro, which is the the second item in the agenda is really to make you permanent TL of the back 4. No, I'm passing a resolution. It's an omnibus motion not requesting, but as back we requiring Mr. Lauro and his team to be the team for back number 4. Other backs can borrow you, but you're permanently with back number 4. Are there any objection?
No objection.
No objection. Copies of the resolution be submitted to the office of the undersecretary as well as the assistant secretary and the hope for the appointment of the 10 bank members. Next, next, and the motion is for us to demand all project owners or end users of various procurable items falling under the Bids and Awards Committee number 4 to submit their complete proposal to PROC-MS, PPMT, in the inclusion of the APP, the supplemental APP, on or before, today's the deadline, or tomorrow?
Today, Mr. Chair.
Today.
We will check with the candidate if something that will happen.
Alright, if none, then we are to table some of them by Tuesday or Thursday of next week. So even if there's no schedule for any bidding activities, we would like to be abreast as to what are the projects that were submitted so that we could schedule that properly by Tuesday or Thursday of next week.
Noted, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so if there are no submissions, then an omnibus motion addressed to the procurement strand, addressed to the respective strand whose items are to be procured by back 4, that their attention is being called for non-submission. In the event that they would submit late, it is to be construed against them rather than against the back, because we would like to schedule it as early as possible. One of which is the Palarong Pambansa, which is already scheduled. The activities that we moved, it's already calendared for July of this year. July. And what I know is that these are uniform, so we need to see swatches, we need to know the technical specs, among others, for the consideration of the fact. It's an omnibus motion, and because it's omnibus, we don't have to second it, but make sure that it is furnished. For the members of the back, this is your opportunity to sign that and address it to them. So whoever is the program owner. So next, ano yung pahuli ko?
Sir, yung kay USEC at saka ASIC for procurement.
Permanent appointments of leader. Oh, so maybe request a list coming from the undersecretary. Although the appointments of PWG will be done by the back, but we would be requesting for recommendation coming from the undersecretary and assistant secretary for that. So that every Tuesday or Thursday, they would be responsible for ensuring, assisting the back secretary in ensuring that we have documents, briefings, and others done for this. Like for instance, we have, when I assume office as back chair for this back, I just acceded to the current PWG. I did not question them. But for the other projects, we would be happy to receive recommendations who will be members of the PWG based on expertise, experience, and competency to help us determine eligibility as well as compliance of any submitted proposals to the bank. Okay? May we now invite again the gentleman representing Omega. Try Omega siya. Try Mega.
Sir, nasa phone pa rin. Nasa phone pa rin ulit. We will have to do the checklist and the abstract of the
Yes, sir. Maybe not the pleasure of the leader. Ito sabi yung principal. Po? Loro, kailan natin makuha ang resolution yan? Bukas. Resolution for local meeting. Sige. Pag hindi naman, inform us ahead so that we can decide no after that. So there's a manifestation from the representative that they will file an MR. Until such time, the decision of the bank stands. Thank you very much. Are there any other matters that you wish to discuss? None. Let me thank the TWG for their great service. Let me thank also the DEA director and the team who are here because they are director the team who are here because they are patient with this chair with all of my questions. Sorry, I have a lot of questions. I have much to learn. But definitely, it's enlightening to know how we do assess our students and make sure that our teaching is effective through the means of measurement of or assessment that we're doing. And I would like to thank my members of the bank for patiently joining us. Miss Daisy, Ma'am Marge, thank you very much. And see Sir Christian, sorry, be patient with me. I know you're having difficulties. Si Ma'am was on travel and going back to the office. Si Ma'am Daisy is in Cavite. But thank you, Ma'am, for acceding to our call. This is very important because we badly need this, no? And rest assured, we will knock on your doors for your signatures for the resolution that we will be routing. And then the back secretariat, sir, thank you for accepting our request under duress. I know you don't like to stay here, but you have no choice. You will have to stay with me as my back secretariat for back number 4. If there are no other matters, and for the representatives who are here and the guests, may I solicit a motion to adjourn?
The adjournment of the session.
Session is